A very good evening and welcome. Let me start by greeting first our primary members who've newly joined: Soulful Memories by Sri Rupa Roy, Shubhankar Kumar, and special member V. Anita. I also greet our older members who are always with us. Sri Mohanvalli Rangarajan is there. Then we also have Hajira Nishat, we have Chenna Yu. These are all regulars. Now you can see in the chat box many names. We have some crowns given to them. Ma Lakshmi Goat Farm, is top fans number one. Then full preparation, again, crown number two. Then you have Manoj Kumar Bhagat, who writes many comments, but always in emojis. I want you to write sentences. Number two. Then Srinivas E, also number two. Hajira, also number two. Then Anjana Bhargav, number one. It's really nice to have all of you. I would love to greet each one of you personally, but that takes a lot of time. So please accept my heartfelt greetings, each one of you who's here. A very good evening to all of you. Today is an open session for everybody. And as we started doing in the previous open session for everybody, it was about speaking English well. We have sessions for special members. Those are structured sessions. We have finished 3 sessions on vocabulary. The next vocabulary session for special members, please note all special members, will be on 7th, that is 2 days later. And it will be vocabulary class number 4. But today's class is not on vocabulary. Today's class is on speaking, because most of you are saying that you know English. In spite of knowing English, you are not able to speak. This is your problem. All those of you who are joining now, a very good evening to all of you. Let us now start by talking about how we can make our English better. Suppose you are at a beginner's level, you can't speak a single sentence. Suppose you are at a mid-level, you start speaking, and after a few sentences, you suffer. You feel that you can't say anything more. Or you are at an advanced level of speaking, but you still don't feel satisfied by the way you speak. You might be giving regular presentations which are oral. You might be speaking in meetings, or you might be teaching at the higher levels. All of you might have problems of speaking. Today's session, I'm going to talk about all these aspects. But all of you who attended the last open session, I have a question for you. And my question is, in these few days, how much of speaking did you practice? How many problems did you encounter? This is very important. Now, for those of you who are wishing me Shubho Vijaya, that is the greeting which Bengalis give each other immediately after Dasera is over, I return all your greetings. And I pray that every one of you is blessed by the divine. Whatever your faith, whatever your religion, doesn't matter. We have the divine blessing in our life. That is very important. So let each of you have that. I'm very happy that our member, Chenna, who's very active, usually says many things in the comments, says, I speak daily. I speak English daily. That's great. That is what I want you to do when you attend these sessions. Last time, because we were in a festival which is pan Indian, I gave you the term also pan Indian. I told all of you to speak about a festival. So, in these few days, how many festivals did you practice speaking about? Now, that you have to uh, say. It is nice that, somebody says, Vinita, that, first time she's attending the class. I feel happy to meet all of you. It's almost like we are a family now. All of you are with me, and we are enjoying some evenings in a month together, and we are also improving ourselves. Life is a process of improving ourselves. I will never say I'm perfect, because every day I improve myself. It is not possible for us to live unless we improve ourselves. So please ask yourselves this question, that how much English did you practice in these few days from the last open session to today? Those of you who did not attend that session, go to the live section of the channel. You'll find on the top, live is written, video, podcast, playlist, live. There you go, you check live. And then, watch that live and practice. Now, today, what will you practice? I told you there are three levels today. Beginners. So, those of you who are beginners, or those of you who are not beginners but still want to start from step one, please remember that you have to, you know, listen to all the three levels now. I'm very happy that Subhashantini has said that she speaks to her children. That's great. It's a wonderful way of practicing. Now, for a beginner, we have to see how practice can be done. I'm sitting in a room. You can see behind, I can say, there are books in cupboard. Meaning is clear, but the sentence is not completely good English. So I can say, there are many books in the cupboard. I'm pointing out to the cupboard, so I say the cupboard. Such a small mistake, your English is understood. People know what your meaning is, but you hesitate to speak because you feel you might make a mistake. That is where practice is important. Not learning articles by reading the rules, but by practicing your use of articles. Now, Ramesh has said, I can speak, but I can't write properly. I don't know grammar well. For this, we have the special members session. First, we shall do vocabulary, 5 classes. We finished 3. Then we will start with 5 classes of grammar. And finally, we will come to writing. But all grammar and writing videos are available to you on the channel. In the 300 videos, you have playlists. Watch those and you will become better. Now, let us continue with the beginner's practice. Suppose I look out of the window. I say, there is one window in room, or there one window in room. Now, meaning is clear. Nobody will have problems understanding what you're saying. But how you have to say is very important. Mohanwali ji, who's practicing every day, speaking English every day, joins every session. I must congratulate you for your great interest. We have Kaveramma, who says that you're following all my English classes and you're able to speak well. That makes me so happy. Remember that I also learned English with so much difficulty. So when you tell me that you're practicing and you're improving, I feel happiest. In your comments, if you also tell me that you're improving, I feel happy. That's why if somebody gives only a like or a thank you, I say, how did you like the video? Write 4 sentences. That is the way to practice. So you say, I look out of my window, or there is a window in this room. Outside the window, there is a tall tree. There are beautiful flowers on that tree. All these abilities will help you to improve your English. If you're a beginner, there are many videos called shadowing. There is a playlist called shadowing. If you are a beginner, please watch those. Now, Sam Raj says, I don't have an option to speak with anyone around us. Don't worry, there is an entire video which says how to speak to yourself on your own alone. So you search with the word alone, you will get my video where I have spoken about how you will speak first by speaking to yourself. You know, it is like learning to play chess. When you have chessboard and both coins, you can keep moving. That way you benefit because you learn the moves of both sides. In this way, we have to learn. All the people who are saying, we have Priyanka who wants to, you know, daily half an hour practice. That would be very nice. But if you cultivate those friends from among people, you can know. These days, online is a very difficult place. The social media is quite dangerous in addition to being so helpful. So we have to be a little careful about whom we contact on social media, how we share our numbers, what all we share with everybody. So we have also, vocabulary. Prabodh Mandal, who says that, you have lot of vocabulary, but uh, learning English from me, okay, that is very nice of you. Uh, Whatever you want to express, Dhamma Rakhita says that we need to express in English. That's a good comment because if we keep expressing, look around you, you will get words by looking around you. Soon you will get a video which I'm preparing now. Learn English in 30 days. When we were children, we used to have books like this. Learn Telugu in 30 days, learn Hindi in 30 days, learn any language in 30 days. What would they do? They would give simple sentences, which is called survival language. Survival means by using that much, you can live in a place. You can't speak very well, but you can speak some basic sentences in 30 days. So that is why there are many simple videos. All the great lives of people are simple videos. You saw Gandhiji recently, Dr. Radhakrishnan before that, then Abdul Kalam ji before that. Then you had Abraham Lincoln, Swami Vivekananda, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. These are simple videos for practicing your English. Watch them many times. Today I got somebody's comment saying, I can't speak, what should I do? Watch one video which I have prepared. So many are there per day. Watch it 3, 4, 5, 6 times if you need. And then speak whatever you have heard in the video. Speak 3, 4 times about what you have heard in the video. Do this for 1 month and then tell me how much you have improved. I can guarantee you that you will say, I have improved a lot. I'm very happy that you're practicing in front of a mirror. That is one excellent way. One is mirror. The other is these days we have smartphones. When I was learning English, we didn't have smartphones. So we would say practice in front of the mirror. Today, what you do is you put your smartphone in front of you and speak. Video record yourself and then replay the video to become better. Now we have Kasturi saying that you watch movies using subtitles. That is good. You watch the same movie with subtitles once or twice. Then you watch that movie 3, 4 times without subtitles and see how, with each time you watch, your English becomes better. Then stop the movie completely and talk about that movie to yourself. What is the story? What is the acting? How are the pictures? How's the scenery? What are the characters in that movie? This way, if you practice, as I was telling you, this is mid level. That is an excellent comment which you've given about how you can, uh, get different cultures, different emotions from movies. These days, if you find, many English movies have yoga. In one of the live sessions, I spoke about yoga. Many of you gave comments on yoga. Now, the world is practicing more yoga than people in a country where it originated. Anyway, I'm happy with all the comments which we are getting. We have Sanjay who's apologizing. Please don't apologize. I'm happy that you could join. It doesn't matter if you've joined late, because you can always see the video recording of the first part. If you joined 10 minutes late, then you can easily watch those 10 or 15 minutes which you missed out. No need to apologize. That all of you are here is wonderful. So when now we come to the second level of practice. The second level of practice is for all of you who try to put sentences into English. You might be fluent, but fluency is only step number 1. Please remember. Step number 2 is correct English. Correct English gives you confidence, which fluency does not show, because sometimes if you're fluent, still in your mind you're thinking, my English is not good. My English is not as it should be. So I need to practice more. All of us need to practice more. When I finish taking a class, I must immediately check myself that, did I do what I should be doing? Did I do what didn't do what I shouldn't be doing? Unless all of us test ourselves like this is called self-assessment. We cannot improve. So now you have to check uh, how you are speaking, and whether you are speaking well, or whether you want to improve some more, or whether you're happy with what you're doing. This is where your role comes in. I can't tell you this because it is very difficult for outsiders to do this. Uh, Ratan Majumdar says that every day I'm watching your 4 5 videos, okay, and noting down. Today, every day you will find a news feed which says if you write with hand, your brain gets much more sharper and it is active for longer. The ability to only write on the typewriter or the keyboard or the computer is not as helpful as writing it down. So if you're really making notes using pen and paper, there was a time when they said paper is very difficult, very scarce. Don't write on paper. Then you know what we used to do? We used to write on a slate and wipe it out. Black color with the chalk. I studied for my MA exam also like that. Not using paper, but using, to remember. Because when you write, your memory, keeps it. That is what I told you last time. I thought in that video, I will get 500 comments, each comment with 10 lines about a festival. I was disappointed. All of you celebrate something or the other, but except for saying, I like and name a festival, most of you did not say anything. Even if you write wrong sentences, if you write 5 or 6 sentences as comment, after watching this session, if all of you who are here, 120 of you, write 120 comments about what you learned from this session, That will be very helpful. These are all your live comments. Live comments are fine, they are very useful for me. I uh, feel happy. All of you who are wishing me good evening, I wish you good evening. If you've missed out something, don't worry about it. So, when you are at a mid level of speaking, you keep worrying about grammar. We have one of our very active members who comments regularly, Ayush Sharma, worries a lot about grammar. But please remember that grammar is best learned from listening and reading, not from rules of grammar. I gave you many videos on grammar rules so that they are there on the channel. But the best way to learn grammar is to listen to the same passage 10 times, finding out what each sentence is doing. If you can't find out in once, do it, over a period of 1 month or 2 months. That way, you watch a video of grammar, then come back to the listening. Reading also, you do the same thing. That will be very beneficial. So, for a mid level speaker, accuracy is where you have to concentrate. For the beginner, it's only fluency. Whereas for others, it's accuracy. We have Muthu Bharat who's saying, I'm from Tamil Nadu. Welcome. We have, the whole India concentrated here. I'm getting mails from Sri Lanka many times, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, very popular. Then some people from Africa, some African countries, many from the Middle Eastern countries. Very happy to meet all of you. Some who are, settled in English speaking countries also are keeping in touch. Very happy. So, in this 1 hour, we have a global culture. I feel happy that we are meeting online and we are talking to, a wonderful way of building up this community. That is why we need to have, more and more such interactions. Initially, I did not know how a live session is done. Now I'm able to get it. Now, HKAI Tunes, we have Aisha from Sri Lanka. Welcome to you. As I was saying, many from Sri Lanka. I feel quite happy to see you. Uh, she is happy with the pronunciation and clarity that, I think I feel very pleased that all of you are enjoying. Now, all good evening to all the rest of you who are giving. Please keep watching the videos if you want to improve your level of speaking. Because for the mid level speakers, there is a series called Speak English Easily or Easy English. That will be a great playlist for you to watch every one of them. Uh, we have, of course, our Prangshu who has come here. We have Saraswati Goswami who has come here, and art and calligraphy by RF. Then we have Shraddha. Then we have BHM Silva. I might be mispronouncing some of your names. I'm sorry. You have to forgive me. We have Aruna and Geeta Dinesh, then art and calligraphy again, then Anita, who has just become a member. I wished you good evening. I think you might have missed that part. Now, when you keep watching the videos, you might be at a level which is advanced. You might be a teacher, or you might be an officer. You might be a person who has a responsible post where you speak every day, you speak English all the time. But what happens is that every time you speak, you feel, I wish I could speak better. You go for an interview, not a job interview, somebody takes your interview, a newspaper or a television channel or somebody online. Then you feel, oh, I should have said this, I shouldn't have said this. That is the advanced level. That is where we need to practice. We have Tarak Chakravarti. Are you a Bengali? Yes, I'm a Bengali, but I grew up in Hyderabad from my birth. So my Telugu and my Bengali are almost, equal fluent or not fluent, you might say. I know Hindi, Dakkani, Urdu, all those things also. I understand a little of other languages, but not much. Similar to these languages, almost all Indian languages, more or less, you can understand. That is why I feel that if you belong to a multilingual country, multilingual means many languages, then you learn English much faster. Please remember this, that you have a great advantage, that you belong to a place where so many languages are being spoken and understood. Before going to school, we learn three languages. And then there are many people who live in the state which is their mother tongue state, and they don't learn anything other than their mother tongue. There the problem comes. We call it as MTI. MTI is mother tongue influence. So, for learners who want to go higher, who want to reach a higher level, you have to control this mother tongue influence. We love our mother tongue, but should we speak our mother tongue like English? I'm an English teacher, but when I speak my mother tongue, I cannot use English pronunciations. I need to use my own language pronunciations. I need to use vocabulary of my own language. Very often, the English word comes first. Then I need to think, what is the word which is not English but in that language? This way, advanced learners also improve. We have many of you who are joining and saying good evening. I feel happy. Uh, S. Kumar is impressed by the speaking which you are hearing. Uh, that is good. Copying an accent or copying a person is a latest thing which they are saying in language research, and that is called modeling. We were saying it 50 years back by saying, choose a speaker. We had an excellent speaker when I was growing up, and he was a sadhu in Ramakrishna Math, Hyderabad. Great, famous personality who would spend every summer giving lectures in Europe. So he was our role model when we were growing up. We were still students. That modeling was a great way of learning. And since you have said that, I thought I would, give you this example. If you feel that you can model your speaking on anybody, that would be wonderful. Those of you who are learning English in a non-English country, non-English speaking country, and then you get transferred to an English speaking country, just listen to the native speakers. You will start speaking like them. All you have to do is listen to them. I have many, many messages and mails from people who are working in different English speaking countries. Their mother tongue is not English, but they say that by listening to them and responding to them, slowly our accent, our vocabulary, our grammar, everything changed. Those of you who are saying that you have improved your speaking, I feel uh, very happy. And if you're watching me for 4 hours per day, I think that's wonderful. People who have time can watch, but many of us are very busy. If you ask me to watch a video for 4 hours, my day doesn't have 4 free hours. Morning till night, I have some activity. And this YouTube channel also is one of the activities. I have many other activities. Yes, mimic modeling and mimicking is good, but usually we use the word mimic in a negative sense sometimes. If somebody sings very well, you imitate that singer and you sing using words which are not so serious, humorous words, then we call it as a parody. Parody is literature. Literature students will understand it, and that becomes a negative meaning. But the meaning is almost the same. Uh, we have Aisha saying that she has a problem, that she understands everything, and you get stuck when you use grammar because of your grammar. Here, I can only recommend speak, speak, speak as much as you can speak. Every day we spend hours speaking to ourselves. That is our thoughts. Let every thought which you have be in English. Speak it aloud if you want. People might think that, what are you doing? Earlier, 50 years back, if somebody walked on the road smiling and speaking, we would say madman or mad woman. Today, we don't say. We think that they are speaking on their smartphone because you have it in your ear and the sound is going. That person is not speaking to himself or herself. That person is speaking to somebody else. So think of yourself as the other person. Go on carrying the conversation, further. uh, Therefore, if you have problems, if you have problem with grammar, you can spend a little time watching the grammar videos. But after watching the grammar videos, when you speak, you should be aware which item of grammar you're making mistakes in, which item of grammar you're giving correctly. Don't make the mistake of thinking that just by speaking you become better. Just by speaking, you remain at the beginner's level. You don't go to the medium, middle, or advanced level. Therefore, be very careful to do your own examination. Even when you write a paper which an examiner corrects in an examination, you are the best judge of how you wrote. I would ask my students always, how did you do the exam? But they say, oh, we will know when the marks come. That's not correct. You know yourself best. Listening can speak. Yes, Rajendra ji, listening can speak you, help you to speak. Without knowing anything about a language, without knowing that a language is a language, a baby learns to speak. If you have babies at home or in your neighborhood, please watch them. The newborn baby cannot speak. But does the baby learn from a book? Please tell me. Have you ever seen a child, 6 months old child, reading a book and saying mama and papa? Or, learning water or juice or food or, rice. The child is learning only by listening. This is called the natural way of learning language. A big word is used for it for all those who like vocabulary. Uh, that is called language acquisition. That is wonderful. I must congratulate Praveen Patel, our member, that he's watching the videos of Swami Svarvapriyananda. Any of you who's interested in philosophy, who's interested in the Ramakrishna tradition, he's an excellent speaker. We have another person, Shuddhidanandaji. If you get a chance, Praveen, please watch also Shuddhidanandaji. Their lectures are amazing, but it is very high philosophy. So I would not recommend it for learning English only. If you're interested, you can learn English, excellent English from all those videos. There are wonderful videos which teach you English. So please listen and learn. Try to learn by listening because that is the best way of learning. The person who asked me about movies, that's what I said. You listen, you read the subtitles. So you're using your eyes, you're using your ears. But then when you stop the subtitles, your Eyes are not seeing any subtitle. You are listening. Repeatedly, if you listen to the same thing, any language, please remember, any unfamiliar language you listen to, and after a few days, you will be able to first understand a little and then start speaking that language a little. I'm not saying you'll become fluent speakers, but listening is a wonderful way of learning, especially for all of you who are interested in English, because listening teaches us correct English. I'm giving you videos of standard English. I find that many English speaking videos are not of that standard. We are learning. There was a time when we used to say that this newspaper is excellent to read. Now, when I read some of those newspapers, I find that they also make mistakes. That means the editor has some problems with English. It happens. We are not native speakers of English. Native speakers also make many mistakes. I will give you the example of a famous play by George Bernard Shaw. It's called Pygmalion. There, an English girl who sells flowers can't speak English. So this English professor says, "Oh, this is terrible English. I can't bear it. Come, I will teach you good English and I will make you like the rich women who speak perfect English." So this girl, Eliza Doolittle, learns excellent English. She's born an English lady. She's a Britisher, but she doesn't know English. She knows only that substandard dialect. So we have that beautiful play. A movie has been made out of it called My Fair Lady. My Fair Lady, if it's available, you can watch, and you can watch it with subtitles if available. If you watch it many times, you'll enjoy the movie and you will also learn how pronunciation is improved. She says, "The Rhine in spine falls mindly on the plines." So, A she's pronouncing as I. The correct sentence is, "The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plains." That is what she wants to say. But she says the Rhine in spine, like that she pronounces. So, how she improves, you can see, and that is very interesting. They are wonderful. Yes, Swami Tyaganandaji also is excellent. There are, hundreds of them. I can't really name them all for you. But if you read the books of Chaitananandaji, if you have, exposure to Ishatmanandaji, if you have so many, I was telling you about Swami Ranganathanandaji. Although he's long away from us, many, many years back he passed away, but his lectures are available on YouTube. You can watch his books, you can read. Eternal Values for a Changing Society. Wonderful books. So now Geeta has asked a very important question. Why do we feel nervous when we are speaking in front of people? Whatever we do for the first time, we feel nervous about. I will tell you my own experience when I was just 22 years old, completed my MA and went to a classroom to teach spoken English. That was my first exposure to teaching, to teach spoken English. And my class had about 40 people, all of them older to me. They were all adult learners. Nobody was in their 20s. And one of them was at least 80 years old. And I was just 22. Can you imagine how I felt on the first day when I stood in front of them? I was shivering like that. My lips were moving like that. No word would come out. But with the encouragement of all those students, I could become what I am today. All of you are, a witness to the fact that I don't feel any panic. I don't feel frightened. I feel happy when I speak. I can have an audience of thousands and 10,000s where, nothing matters really. huge auditorium in Belur Mutt when they had 125 years, full of people, thousands of youth. I could speak in front of them without any script, anything, just talking to those youngsters. That is what practice does to you. Therefore, keep practicing. If you have vacation and you're watching, that's wonderful. Ratan Majumdar, in PPT or any presentation, if we are not able to understand them, how should we ask them, madam? If you're talking about my PPT, then you can write in the comment by saying, I could not understand. If possible, give the time also. I'll watch that and I will tell you about it. It takes a little time to do those things because my life is too busy apart from YouTube also. Now, in case it is somebody else's PowerPoint and you are present physically in that presentation, you may note down the slide number and ask at the end of the presentation. It is not polite to interrupt a person who's making a presentation. I have given you a video on presentation skills. There you will learn something called audience skills. So, it is important for us. The movie name you want, Aisha, you want movie name? My Fair Lady. I will put it in the chat box. I hope all of you are accessing the chat box. I'm not giving you the name of the drama, which is a script, because that's tough. That's for literature students. I make many literature videos because some people are watching those literature videos. Maybe I should have had a separate channel for literature and language, but I cannot make so many videos. I feel, that it needs a lot of effort which goes into making these videos. So opinion trading as SR opinion trading says 2 videos you're watching. I feel very happy to know that. I hope you are improving. That would make me feel happy that you're watching them and you're improving. That is most important. Uh, Now you have Bharat saying that when you speak English, who one can ask questions, from Delhi to. But I hope, somebody is talking to you, asking you questions. Then try to answer. If you can't answer, you say, sorry, my English is not good. Can I speak to you in some other language? Maybe Hindi if you live in uh, Delhi, Tamil if you live in Chennai. So you can do that. You can always tell people that I don't know. There is no harm. As a teacher, I might not know something which my student asked me. You might ask me something I don't know. Then I have to tell you, sorry, I don't know. But I will find out and let you know. I will improve my English and speak to you in English. That way we become better. Uh, okay, somebody has joined from Sri Lanka just now. No problem. Whenever you join, the recorded version is there in the live. So you can watch whatever happened earlier. Then we have somebody's message has gone away. Uh, you watch 2 English songs. Subhas Anthony has watched 2 English songs. Uh, that is a wonderful way, especially of improving your grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation. If you keep singing those songs, you will find that all 3 are improving. That way, old English songs are helpful because the new English songs have a lot of beautiful music, but the words might not be very clear. So it is possible for you to learn from those English songs. There is an entire video on this channel where I told you about some songs from which you can learn excellent English. I gave you the names of the songs. I also told you that the script is available on Google. The songs are available on YouTube. You can take out the script and sing along. As you sing, you find Each day, your English improves. Not only each day, but each minute. When I go for a live session, there are 500 students sitting in an auditorium in a college. I make them sing Mother of Mine because we all love our mother. Mother of Mine is a beautiful song. It says, "You gave to me all of my life. The mother has given us our life." And in that minute, I play the song two times. I make them sing three, four times. And then some of the people come up to the stage and say, "We want to sing it on our own." I have seen this happening in many, many, many colleges where I used songs for teaching English. So all of you can try it. Yeah, please start a literature channel. That would be wonderful. But then I might not live to continue it because even a single channel with all my, I have many invitations to speak at different places. I keep traveling to speak in conferences live, face to face, not online. There are many online lectures for smaller groups. So YouTube is just one of the things. And if I don't post a video, then YouTube says you are giving very few videos. I cannot really make so many videos. Therefore, I'm trying my best. I'm hoping that periodically some of you request literature videos and I try to put them. But viewership is not there for literature videos. If every one of you who wants to learn language watches those literature videos, there is a literature playlist and there's a Shakespeare playlist. If all of you who are learning English watch those videos, you will find that your English is reaching the advanced level without effort. Your grammar, your vocabulary, your pronunciation, your spelling, punctuation, because some of them have text also, all those things improve automatically, improve naturally, because today the maximum research is going on in what is called language through literature. That means learn English, but learn it by using excellent literary text. Somebody has asked, Dipankar Sharma, may I join your class as a permanent learner? Yes, you can join as many live sessions as possible. If you become a special member, like we have many special members attending today, they have some special live sessions. That is a privilege which YouTube gives them. These are all rules YouTube makes. I don't know much about all this. So if you become a special member, which means you need to pay. And once you do that, then the links of the special members are opened if you click on it. If an ordinary person clicks on that link, it doesn't open. But only if a special member clicks, that link opens. We have already covered 3 vocabulary classes. On 7th, that is day after tomorrow, today is 5th, so 7th, same time in the evening, Indian Standard Time, we shall have a special member class. That will be vocabulary class number 4. 4 and 5, we will have vocabulary. Then we shall move to grammar. In this way, in 45 one-hour sessions, I will do a structured course that will be for special members. That is what I have promised them. So I'm fulfilling that promise by organizing all the possible classes that I can. Now, the other sessions are open to everybody. All of you can learn. Then there is no problem at all. I would not recommend any grammar book to you because the videos I made are from hundreds of grammar books. Now, will you read those 100 grammar books? Tell me. You won't. So, all the grammar books' essences I have put in those videos. Have you watched the grammar videos on this channel? There are plenty of grammar videos on every aspect of grammar. You don't really need to learn grammar from a grammar book. Therefore, somebody is appreciating Mother of Mine. That's very nice. Um, I'm from Muscat, says Vignesh. Okay, you belong to Tamil Nadu and now you are in Muscat. I'm very happy. Uh, my videos are helping you. That makes me very happy. Please, I request all of you who are here to share the videos widely, because I'm preparing these videos for everybody who's interested in learning English. In a few years' time, my English will die with me. I learned it with a lot of difficulty. So I'm sharing this knowledge with all of you, but it should reach the maximum number of people. Therefore, I would like you to share. Whoever needs them can benefit from them. Then my hard work gets rewarded. I don't want anything else. A smile on your face, good English from your voice, these are the best rewards for me. If you can do that, you would it would be wonderful. Children would learn excellently from some of the basic English videos. I This is a comment for Srinivas E. There are, I think, 3, 4 videos on basic English. Please search for them. There are pictures and there are sentences. If they repeat these and prepare similar sentences, if they solve the exercises, they will learn. Suppose you want more videos on such content, then all you have to do is to tell me. There are certain videos, if your children are slightly older, say 6th, 7th class, then those videos where, we are talking about lives of great people, like story of Swami Vivekananda or the story of APJ Abdul Kalam. In that, I talk about their childhood also. Your children would enjoy that, great people uh, lives when they were children. What are the essential grammar topics to be covered if you want to speak English? As I told you just now, you don't need to learn any grammar if you listen properly and listen for long hours. Suppose you spend every day 8 hours listening to good English, you don't need a grammar book at all. After a week or 10 days, your grammar will start improving. Your ability to understand the language will improve. After 2, 3 weeks, your ability to speak will also improve. These are all the things that will happen to you. There are videos on how you can become members. So please watch those videos. There is an entire video about how to join. But as soon as you go to the channel, home page of the channel, there is a black colored button says join. If you press that button, YouTube will give you all the details of what is a primary member, what is a special member, what are the privileges, what are the amounts to be paid. And this is a monthly membership. These are all things which, they prescribe. So if you go there, you will immediately learn and you can choose whatever you want. Now, if you really want to benefit, all you have to do is practice. The more you practice, the better it is. Rahi Kapoor, I just now answered your question. How will you join? Check the video which says join the channel. The day we started the membership drive, that was on 12th of August 2025, after the channel had completed 1 year, YouTube suggested that membership should be started. So on that day, I must have prepared that video and let you have it. Please watch that video. Otherwise, do this. Go to the home page and click the join button. You will get all the details. these will be, something which we are all learning together, because technology, in my young age, there was not much technology. There was no computer when I was growing up in India. The computers were there outside. Slowly, they came. And today, our life is dependent on technology. I had to learn. In 2020, I learned for the first time how to do live, online lectures and take online classes, all these things. 2020, I was very old, I was not young. So all of us can learn anything which we want. Now, Nimai Sarkar says your child wants to speak English. Create an English speaking atmosphere at home without forgetting to teach your child the mother tongue. That is very, very important. Many people concentrate so much on English that the child forgets their language. So make the child listen to stories in English. There are so many kids' videos, videos which are very interesting. They tell the story. I have given you a video on the story of Ekalavya. Please let your child listen to that story many times. There is a story called Pots of Gold. These are all stories for children. Oliver Twist. These are all stories children will enjoy. Listen to the same thing again and again, because they might not understand, and then ask the child to tell you the story, or ask the child to tell his classmates or her classmates the story. You say, now you've heard the story 20 times. Go and tell your friends about the story. You will find that the child is learning English naturally. Don't force a child to learn. Make it interesting. Make the child excited to learn. Like all of us should be excited to learn. Learning happily. There is an entire video on how you can learn English happily on the channel. So watch that video and see what you can do to help all of them. Uh, Now we have some other comments. Let me see. Almost we are coming to an end. Um, Babui Batabyal is praising me. I thank you. I feel very happy that you appreciate what I'm doing. Real appreciation would be that millions and millions of people should see this. In the last 15 years, all my videos have 10 million, 20 million views. But those are not on my channel, they are on other people's channels. Now I have a dedicated channel for teaching English, and I would like all of you to become the ambassadors of this channel, where you spread the videos. Whoever feels like enrolling as special members or as primary members can do it. Whoever feels they can't do it, no compulsion is there. There are more than 300 videos which are available to everybody, no payment at any point of time, and open sessions of live classes I will continue to do for all of you. Okay? Because it is very important for us that we share whatever we have learned in this life. I'm trying to share with all of you whatever, I have learned. I learned it with a lot of difficulty, with a lot of tears and struggle. I didn't learn English from my birth. Please remember. So I understand your struggle. I understand your problem. I have seen people around me struggling to speak English, eager to speak but unable to speak, attending classes, paying lot of money and not getting much benefit from them. It is with that view that I have started the channel. That even if even if you pay 5,000 rupees per month, that is the fee somebody told me. Oh my God, 5,000 per month. If you pay for 6 months, then you don't learn any English. How do you feel? You feel terrible. That, you know, another of our members is saying, Vijay Lakshmi, I'm 9-year-old child. How to improve English? Keep watching. There are many videos for children, which children will appreciate. I'm not saying This video is for children because that makes, adult learners feel it is not. But once you watch, you can easily tell the child to watch. If you are yourself a small child, then, if you say, I am 9 year old, then I assume that you are 9 year old, not your child. But I don't know if I'm correct. Vijay Lakshmi, please correct me. If you are 9 years old or you have a child who's 9 years old, please let me know. Uh, we have Mr. Venkateshwar Raju, English teacher, essay English teacher. Welcome. Very happy to meet you. As teachers, we bond specially because all my life I've been a teacher. I feel very nice. This ability we have of sharing, this ability we have of, going into each other's, uh, you know, excellences, borrowing from those and becoming excellent ourselves. That is the quality of a good teacher. So, time management is absolutely awesome. There is a video on time management. Very happy that Jasotharan has praised that video because time is so important. And we have finished our time for today. Uh, Pradeep Killy says that you lose consistency. I think in the previous live session also I answered this question. Build up your consistency minute by minute. Just now I said time management. Put it 1 day or put it 1 hour. Then you say, every day 1 hour I will practice. If you can practice every day 1 hour, then you will find that after 3 days you say, oh, I'm bored. Then you have to catch your mind and bring it. The mind is very unruly. We have to control our mind. And that is why you have to learn mental control. That is the way we motivate ourselves. Keep telling yourself that, if I learn English, it'll be so wonderful. Remember, as a child, your parents must have given you that if you do this correctly, one chocolate. If you get the first rank, one gift. Like that, motivate yourself by saying, I'll give myself 10 points if I continue to practice for 10 days. This way, it will be wonderful. We have Rajendra ji as a special member. Welcome to you. You have joined just now. Pavan Kumar PK is a software engineer from Wipro. Learning English for talking to US clients, you should say. Talking requires preposition, so you say talking to US clients. Certainly, you can talk if you keep practicing. Usually, the clients will ask particular questions. Sit down this evening and start writing down the answers to those questions. If you have experience, you'll already know what kind of questions and answers. Then, when you write it and practice it 10 times, next time that question is asked, you will be very confident. In this way, you will go ahead. We have the same names are coming now. Muhammad Sharif, welcome. Uh, you have to prepare your own notes. Muhammad Sharif, I'll be very happy if you prepare your own notes. Don't depend on anybody to prepare your notes because by preparing the notes, you become better. If you allow the teacher to prepare notes, the teacher becomes better. We are not interested in, uh, teaching uh, the teacher. We are interested in teaching ourselves. So please do that. Yes, then every class notification, Rajendra ji, goes a day or two earlier in the column called live. Every day you should check live. And all of you who are here should press the bell symbol which is there on the home page. That is the notification symbol. As soon as I release a video, you get notification. As soon as I announce a live session post, it is there in the posts. You will find it is notified. So the live session link is there in live. and the announcement is there in the post. These are all there on top. They are the headings in the home page of the channel. So we have Orpita Dash, a student. I'm preparing a video on how to answer interview questions. You can wait a little for that. Also, there is already a video where, an English teacher's interview, somebody had asked, so I had prepared. I always give, as much time and as much help as possible. You are from Jodhpur, Rajasthan. Beautiful place. I have visited Jodhpur. You can talk about Jodhpur in 20 sentences. That will be an excellent practice for you. Please do that. Then the next online session is for special members on 7th. Next weekend, there might be an open online session. I'm not decided about the date yet because I have some other commitments. Please keep seeing the posts. Whatever post comes should at least get 500 views and 500 comments. I hardly find 70, 80 views when a post is given. That means notification is not on your mobiles. When you have subscribed for the channel, please press that bell. Then you get notification. I'm very happy that at last I have many sentences from Manoj Kumar ji, who says, "Nice to see you in an online class. The live class is very beneficial and motivating." This is the kind of comment I want from you, not only namastes and not only the emojis. This makes me very happy. So now let me say good night to all of you. We have exceeded the session by 7 minutes. My throat gets off after 40, 45 minutes. Then I usually drink some water. But now the session is very long. I hope all of you have benefited. You can watch the session in its recorded form again and again if you have missed some points. Those of you who have joined late, like Gamini Kumara said, she's very consistent on the channel that she's joined late. No problem. All you can do is go to the recorded version when it comes and watch it again. Share the recorded version with anybody who asks you, how are you improving your English? Your English is becoming better. Then you have to say that here is a video you can watch, or here is a channel you can watch. In this way, all of you are team members of my channel. We are a team. I am also a part of your team. You are also a part of my team. Together, let us see if we can really make the channel reach everyone who needs English. Thank you and good night. All the best to all of you.